Hi, Chris here from whiteheadindustrial.com, and today we're going to talk about how to change your brushes in a D28402. For this repair, you'll need a T15 Torx screwdriver, a common or flathead screwdriver, and a pair of needle nose pliers. In order to get to the brushes, you're going to have to disassemble the handle. There's 5 screws in the handle. I've already taken them out so that this speed the process up a little bit. You just want to remove the handle, the top half of the handle, and that'll open up the whole inside so you can see the brushes and the wires and the switch. Next thing that needs to come out is your paddle assembly and your lock button. And it's a good idea at this point, if this is the first time you've ever done it, it might be a good idea to take a picture so you can see how the wires are routed through the handle. You can see there's a fan in the back. If you don't route them just right, you might get those wires caught in the fan, or it's just best to have them tucked correctly. So sometimes it's a good idea to just take a picture. That way, if you get sidetracked or anything like that, you can remember how it went back together when the repair is done. Now, once you've removed your paddle assembly and the lock button, you just want to slide this back half off like that. And then you can get to the brushes. And you can see there's a red brush holder here and a red brush holder there. They're held in by a spring, and and there's your little terminal and the brush there. Now, first thing you want to do is use your flathead screwdriver to pull that spring back and just tuck it up out of the way. That way, it leaves you plenty of room to work, and you don't have to worry about that spring being in the way. And it's got a little plastic tab built into the housing right there that you can just clip it on. Next, take your needle nose pliers. You can use a flathead screwdriver, whatever is best, but I use a needle nose pliers to remove that terminal. Once you do that, you can just pull the brush up, and then the brush slides right out of that housing, just like that. And then you can take and install your new brush. The terminal goes right through the hole in the brush holder. They'll only go one way, so it's kind of hard to mess up on how to install that brush. Once you do that, you push the brush down, put your spring back on, and connect your terminal. The other side is pretty much the exact same process. And you just pull your spring up out of the way, remove your terminal, change out your brush. Once you do that, now you're on putting it back together. You want to, like I said, if you've taken a picture, you can look at your picture to see how your wires were routed. You want to route your wires back in the housing like they were, for safety reasons and because it's best to have it put back together correctly. Once you have your wires routed, your handle back together, wires will go in there. Sometimes you can use your flathead screwdriver, just tuck the wires down in there good, make sure they're seated properly. And you see they're seated properly. Now your paddle and your lock button go in a certain way. You want to put your lock button in first. It goes right in that hole right there. So it goes just like that. You slide your lock button in, then your paddle assembly will go in after that. Then your housing. And that's it. Tighten down your screws and you're good to go. Some things to alert you that the brushes might be bad are sparking, running slow. Generally with these grinders, you may get it running slow and arcing, but generally whenever these brushes are worn out, you'll know it. They'll actually wear down to a point where a small pop-off in the brush. Once the brush wears down to this point, this will pop out and pushes the brush up so you lose connection. That's to keep you from burning up your armature and to let you know it's time. Sometimes if it's gotten a little hot, you'll have this where the brush lead is actually burnt off the brush. That might actually be a sign of you might have some more problems with the motor. But other than that, that's pretty much it, and thank you for watching.